Coming up on Fulton Today, important information about the 2018 tax assessment notices.
The help comes just as the Board of Assessors vote to issue assessment notices. I'm Brian Robinson, and I'll have more on that story coming up.
Also, Fulton County voters take advantage of early voting, and the county's youth commissioners help a local high school have an extra safe and special prom night. That and more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. If you are a Fulton County property owner, listen up. The 2018 tax assessment notices will be hitting your mailboxes soon. Now, Fulton officials want to educate residents about the process and inform residents that there will be increases in some values. FGTV's Brian Robinson joins us now with more on this story. Brian?
Shania, by now, Fulton County residents have received a postcard that states when their assessment notice will arrive. When the notice comes, focus on the top right where it says, "This is not a tax bill, do not send payment." You'll also see July 6th is the last day you can appeal your assessment notice either in person, by mail, or online. That's a 45-day window, so there's plenty of time to do so. If you are appealing, in the next box down, Box A, there are 3 appeal methods listed. Box B contains information about your home and its current year fair market value. And though you will see your total estimated tax in Box C, remember that estimate may not reflect all eligible city exemptions. The 2018 millage rate is also not reflected. The Board of Assessors officially voted to issue the assessment notices on May 22nd.
Within 45 days of the date of that notice, if you're not satisfied, if you think there are errors, you need to send in an appeal to the Board of Assessors.
We are required by state law to appraise property annually each year at its fair market value, and that's what they've done.
Once again, July 6th is the final day to appeal your assessment either in person, by mail, or online. If you have any questions about the appeal process and assessment notices, you can log on to fultonassessor.org. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
Thank you very much, Brian. Now we have some Fulco facts regarding assessments. An education campaign is underway to inform residents about the process. This campaign includes informational videos posted on the county's website as well as town hall meetings. There's also a heavy social media campaign as well. Meanwhile, the early voting period is in its second week. Registered voters are making their way to one of the county's 21 early voting polling locations to help determine the state's next governor, as well as Fulton County commissioners in odd-numbered districts and multiple local seats. The early voting period has become popular with Fulton County voters.
I travel a lot this time of year, and Fulton County has made it very easy for me to early vote with its multiple locations. I work downtown, so I took the opportunity on this beautiful day to come over here and early vote.
I love the early voting. It's expedient and it's convenient.
Now, just a reminder for those who have not yet voted, the only way you can do so is if you have one of the 6 forms of identification: a passport, driver's license, tribal ID, military ID, government ID, or something with a photo proving identification. The early voting period ends Friday, May 18th. Voting times are Monday through Saturday from 8:30 a.m. until 7 p.m. And if you're waiting until Election Day on May 22nd, you will have to do so at your designated polling location. And before deciding who gets your vote, you can review the candidates by looking over the sample ballots posted on FultonElections.com. Residents also have their say about the roads in their community. This as the latest round of T-Splosh open house meetings comes to an end. FGTV's Felicia Church explains.
Really have to slow it down for this one.
The Transportation Division of the Fulton County Department of Public Works has been inviting residents to offer their input on how to improve intersections in their communities. This town hall meeting was at Banneker High School, where the discussion centered around the intersection of Feldwood Road at Benchmark Drive.
Currently, the intersection is just controlled by a stop sign, so we're providing two alternatives, which will provide safety for the section that we're working on, and a roundabout and a three-way stop.
After meeting the project team, those in attendance were able to look at conceptual layouts of the intersection.
The proposal with the roundabout, kind of like that idea a little bit more. I know it's got to be some grading be done in reference for that to happen. The other one that we see, it's okay, but I don't know where that slow it down as much, but both of them are pretty good.
Similar improvement input was sought for the intersections of Rivertown Road at Cedar Grove Road and Stonewall Tell Road at Union Road. Now that the meetings are complete, the design team will compare their input with the public's. If you have questions or need additional information about those projects, you can call 404-612-0520. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Felicia Church.
Thanks, Felicia. Fulton County's legal community honors the future leaders of America. Fulton's Law Week Committee announced the 2018 Future Leaders of America High School Student Scholarship winners during an award ceremony in celebration of Law Day 2018.
Today, the theme was separation of powers, and we had about 200 fifth graders and a handful of high schoolers who were learning about the three different branches of government. Judge Lopez from the State Court of DeKalb County and I met with the students to talk about the judicial branch. We talked to them about the importance of courts and how courts play a role in their families' lives.
Held inside the State Bar of Georgia headquarters, 5 Fulton County and Atlanta Public Schools high schoolers were presented with their scholarships from a sponsor representative.
We're just so happy today to be able to present this award to Ms. Joseph. She is an outstanding student. Her favorite subjects are some things that I couldn't even imagine, pre-calculus and algebra. She plans to become a lawyer.
The scholarship provides round-trip airfare, tuition, room and board, and transportation to attend the Washington Workshops Congressional Seminar in Washington, D.C. this summer. While there, the students will study national politics and government.
Law is a huge profession, not just being an attorney or in justice. There's so many avenues that students can go into.
The students were awarded these scholarships after an extensive application and judging process. And here's a fun story. Perfect weather made for a doggone good time in one North Fulton community. Welcome to the Puppy Parade at the Milton Branch Library. 4-legged friends and their owners gathered for fellowship and free services by some community partners.
We're just dog lovers, so we just wanted to do something different at the library. And it's a great way for community members to get together and to meet local partners. We have a couple businesses who have donated prizes and things. Hollywood Feed is here, so it's just a great place to come. It's a nice spring day, springtime pup parade.
Residents told us they look forward to this event every year. A quick polling of the crowd showed that almost 1 in 3 households in North Fulton includes a pet. There's much more to come on Fulton Today. Stay with us. Fulton commissioners prepare for the annual State of the County address. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage. We began with Chairman Rob Pitts, who is getting ready for his first ever keynote address for the 2018 State of the County. The at-large commissioner and the entire Board of Commissioners will host the State of the County on May 17th at the Georgia World Congress Center.
To let the public know and our partners know just where we are with respect to the county, the tremendous growth that we have experienced and what the future looks like for Fulton County. And the future, by the way, is really bright. So I'm very excited about just letting everybody know what great things we have going on here in Fulton County and how bright the future is for all of us.
Here are the details. The State of the County event will be held on May 17th at the Georgia World Congress Center from 11 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. Fulton partners with the Council for Quality Growth for the State of the County again this year for the public event. Now, you can visit their website to get details on tickets. Meanwhile, the chairman and District 1 Commissioner Liz Hausman witnessed a new era of transit in Fulton County. During a signing ceremony inside the state capitol, the commissioners watched proudly as Governor Nathan Deal officially signs House Bill 930 into law.
Our population has continued to grow, which has put the pressure on finding solutions. And this legislation is about finding solutions.
The legislation was passed on the final day of the Georgia General Assembly and establishes regional transit governance.
As a part of the Regional Transit and Governance Commission, we've worked really hard over the last year to craft some legislation that would expand transit options in our region. But this is an ongoing effort that has been talked about for a decade or more.
The transit bill was authored by Senate and House Transportation Committee chairs Senator Brandon Beach and Representative Kevin Tanner.
This is iconic, transformational legislation. This is something we've been working on for years, and to see it come to fruition is just a great day for the state of Georgia and the Atlanta region.
This is transformational. It's a turning point in our state relating to mobility and transportation around the metro region. It's a lot of work by a lot of people. We stood on the shoulders of some giants that's gone before us, and we were able to be the ones to get this thing across the finish line. I'm extremely excited.
House Bill 930 creates the Atlanta Region Transit Link Commission, better known as the ATL. One highlight of the bill allows for Fulton County and 12 other metro Atlanta counties to impose 30-year sales taxes for the transit project's referendum. Another allows Fulton County's governing authority to levy retail sales and use tax up to 0.2% outside the city of Atlanta. Both would need approval from voters. Vice Chairman Bob Ellis begins his series of meetings with constituents around Commission District 2. The commissioners' conversations are an opportunity to ask questions and share comments and concerns about issues that are important to residents. The first one was held at the Milton Library.
Civil discourse, I think, is particularly important in having these forums and to allow those conversations to take place with citizens. I think it's critical to, ensuring that we're delivering services in the best way and that we're as transparent as possible with people, and that we give them the opportunity to have the maximum amount of input into the process.
Some of the topics covered included information on the 2018 property tax assessments, a discussion of the possible expanded transit options in North Fulton, and steps Fulton County is taking to combat the opioid epidemic. There were 3 commissioner conversations, and they have wrapped for this quarter. Next week, we will see what Alpharetta and Sandy Springs residents said during their sessions in their communities. It's official. Commissioner Natalie Hall is now a member of the Fulton County Board of Health. The District 4 representative was sworn into service during the late April meeting. Upon taking her oath, the commissioner got right down to business with the other members of the board.
I will look forward to working with Dr. Toomey and the other board members to enhance our services in HIV/AIDS, communicable diseases, and other areas where our community needs the resources and the help.
The Fulton County Board of Health held its inaugural meeting on May 10, 2017, and in July of that same year, the Fulton County Department of Health and Wellness transitioned into a new organizational structure and became the Fulton County Board of Health. That transition aligned with the Georgia Department of Public Health. And finally, District 6 residents save the date. Thursday, May 24th, 2018. Commissioner Emma I. Darnell presents her District 6 public hearing. The topic? Fulton County Services, Human Health and Environment, Senior Services, and Transition. 6:30 at the South Fulton Service Center on Stonewall Tell Road. For information, contact the District 6 office. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And up next on Fulton Today, celebrating seniors as a part of Older Americans Month 2018. Stay with us. Call it having 9 lives. That's what the newest class of graduates believe, thanks to a second chance at life because of a Fulton County Accountability Court program. One by one, the 9 newest successful clients of Superior Court were given an official certificate to mark their completion in the drug court treatment program.
I mean, the program was tough, but I really needed the structure. So it's given me a good foundation to move forward with my life, staying clean.
To successfully graduate from the drug court, offenders are required to adhere to a rigorous set of rules governing their behavior for a minimum of 18 months. They are also required to actively participate in an intensive outpatient rehabilitation program operated by the drug court staff or to participate in some other court-approved treatment program.
It was a tough road, but the benefits far outweigh the pain you got to go through to get there. And I'm so proud of these folk because they're able to stand tall and be proud of who they are wherever they are, and their family can be proud of them too.
The program means a lot to me. It helps you change your life and do better things in life. It helps you find a purpose in your life.
Offenders participating in drug court have the charges that brought them into the program dismissed upon graduation from the program, or they are placed on probation and may avoid jail time through successful completion of the program. It's Older Americans Month, a favorite here in the county, and Fulton commissioners kick off the month observance with a special proclamation.
And does hereby proclaim May 2018 as Older Americans Month 2018 in Fulton County, Georgia, from Alpharetta to Palmetto, from Bankhead to Buckhead, and all points in between. Let's give them a big hand.
The 2018 theme is Engage at Every Age, and that's exactly what seniors are doing all over the county. At the Bowden Center in East Point, seniors enjoyed a day dedicated to fitness and well-being during their Fitness and Aquatics Day.
I truly enjoy coming. I meet new friends and find new activities to do, so it's really a marvelous place for a senior to come. I'm 80 years old.
Meanwhile, as some seniors had fun in the water, others at the Bowden Center took part in the Adult Day and multi-purpose celebration. The goal of the 2018 Older Americans Month is to emphasize that you are never too old or too young to take part in activities that can enrich your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Now, you can check out the event lineup on the county's website or by calling the Star Line. And up next on Fulton Today, a very special and safe prom night. Stay with us, everybody. And finally, a safe prom night is one to remember thanks to the creative minds of some local high schoolers. The winner of the Fulton County Youth Commission's annual prom safety contest is North Springs High School. Students from the charter school created a social media campaign that warns of the dangers of texting and driving and drugs and alcohol usage and how they can ruin prom night.
I really believe our young people will take tonight's message seriously and just think before they act and be responsible. They do understand the consequences for drinking and driving, texting and driving. So we all came together to infuse that message into tonight's prom.
The students arrived in style and were given a lei as they entered the dance held at the Foundry at Puritan Mills. Once inside, it was time to socialize and dance the night away. For winning the contest, the school was awarded a $1,500 grand prize check from a local community partner. Guests from radio stations Hot 107.9 were also in attendance. And there was a special performance from The Voice Season 10 contestant, Nick Hagalin.
I was really excited to be a part of this opportunity to spread awareness about safety on prom night. We got this wonderful life to live. I've been blessed to have this amazing life and career, and it's all because, I've made decent decisions and been safe, getting through lots of different fun and exciting times in my life.
The students and the school's principals expressed their gratitude for winning the prom safety contest and were thankful for the opportunity to have a great time.
We want our kids to be safe. We don't want our kids to have any type of things and stuff that's going to prevent them from having a wonderful time with us. We want them to get here safe. We want them to go home safe and have fun. That's what, for this is juniors and seniors. We want our kids to have fun and to remember this for the rest of their lives.
I'd just like to thank Fulton County for, sponsoring our prom. And to be safe tonight, I'm going to make sure none of my friends drink and drive, or we're just going to all take Uber to get to where we're going.
We're proud to report the campaign worked. Everyone made it home safe and sound. And that is good to hear. Now, before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Be sure to follow FGTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. You can also watch a replay of this show and other FGTV programs anytime on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.